Alright, here we go. We're dropping back-to-back episodes on y'all today because I want to touch on a real touchy subject for a lot of people. Once a cheater, always a cheater. That's what a lot of people say. I don't believe it personally, and it's not just because I'm a guy. I know he don't believe it either, not just because he a guy. But that applies to, once a cheater, always a cheater. It means that if you messed up that in that manner, you're going to always mess up.
Always.
And that's not the case, because that's not the case for every mistake that you make. Excuse me. It caters to the situation. There's never an excuse for cheating. Let me start that right now. There's never an excuse for cheating. You might have your reasons, but there's never an excuse for it. So, like I was saying, it caters to the situation, regard of what's going on in your relationship at that time, or for that time period, what you were getting, what you weren't getting, and even if it does happen, that doesn't mean that the person who committed the infidelity doesn't love you, or was like haha, fuck you, I'm gonna ruin your life, or whatever happens afterwards when it comes out. It's just sometimes stuff happens, and saying I'm sorry and doing what you can is all you can do after that point. And if even if it's you who committed the infidelity, you want to express how sorry you are, that you won't do it again, or you might even want to give your reasons and try to correct that. But once a cheater, always a cheater. That applies, in my opinion, it applies in the same situation. If you're in the same situation, you're going to get the exact same results. Look it up. I think that's a definition of being stupid, or an idiot, whatever. I swear, look it up. Doing the same thing and expecting different results, it's not going to happen. So until you guys talk about it, figure out why it is that it happened, and either change the situation between you two, or just go your separate ways, then that's pretty much how you're going to resolve it. You can't commit infidelity and then just say I'm not going to do it again, and nothing else in your environment changes, because you're going to the exact same environment with nothing different. So it's going to happen again. History repeats itself when you do the same things in the same environment. So, in my opinion, once a cheater, always a cheater is not true if you do the work to figure out why it happened and then change it. What you got to say, bro?
Wow, I think you just covered all of the major points, man. I might not have too much to say at all, but I'm going to leave you guys with this. Now, it's never too late. It's never too late to start over again, regardless of how much mess you done been through, or put one individual person through. I've been there. I did it. I was a victim and the suspect at one period of time. But you got to learn how to see past that. But that strength that you need is only gonna come from one person. You can't look to somebody else to help you to be strengthened through that. I mean, that person can encourage you, you know what I'm saying, but it's only one true person that we can count on when it comes to having the strength to get through times, and issues, what I'm saying, issues and stuff like that causes you to act a certain way and to do certain acts and behaviors and stuff like that. But I believe that too, once a cheater, always a cheater, but in the same sense, it's like I said, it's never too late. You can change that title. I mean, it's gonna be hard because of your history, but that's why it's called history. History is always behind you, never in front of you. Legacy is what lies ahead. History is what lies behind you. But at the same time, legacy is behind you because it's something that you leave for people to inherit off of, and not financially, but by emotions. You know what I'm saying? Emotions and heart for the biggest thing. You know, it's two most important dates that you get in life. It's the day you're born and the day you die.
And the day you get married halfway.
Halfway.
But I gotta add on that.
Mm-hmm.
No, if you're a victim of infidelity, because I've been a victim and a suspect, really bad. Don't want to talk about it. But you know, if that person makes you feel, you know, a new special that you've never felt before, and they encourage you a way that's different from anyone else's, and just makes you feel like a completely different person. If that person, you know, commits infidelity, that doesn't mean that all that stuff that they made you feel was fake. That doesn't mean that, you know, that was a figment of your imagination, or, you know, it was just something they were trying to do to hurt you because they were off doing something else. When someone makes you feel a certain way, you feel that way. You know, it's not until you find out what they were doing on the side, or if they were doing something on the side at all. That doesn't take away from what you and that person had. Unless that person's like some kind of con artist or bipolar that has, you know, another person in their head. That stuff is real. You felt it, and, you know, it turned you into that other person, that new person that's full of love and life and all that other good stuff. So it was real. That doesn't make it fake, you know, 3, 4, 5 years down the line, when you find out that they messed up, you know, 4 years ago or whenever it was. Everything up to that point was not fake, was not a figment of your imagination. So when it happens, you know, don't just disregard everything that happened and just think of, you know, the bad. Because, you know, I have friends. I was talking to a friend the other night who, you know, was in love with someone, and, you know, it didn't work out for whatever reason, and now, you know, the person's married and all that, but still has never felt the love that that person gave her, has never felt the way that that person made her feel. So, you know, regardless of if you remarry or get married or be with someone else, you know, the feelings are real. So you might not want to, you know, succumb to them and feel the way that you felt, or give them another chance, or think about the good that was in that relationship or whatever it was. But it's still there. That does not make it less true, you know, more fictional, or however you want to see it. That was there. Just like, you know, whatever, if you made a mistake and someone was like, well, you know, because you made that mistake, anything you did up until that mistake was bullshit, like it didn't mean anything. That's not the case. You know that, but because it happened to you, you feel that way, and that's understandable. But at the same time, you know, in reality, you did feel that way. You did feel that love. You did feel that warmth. You felt that closeness and togetherness. So, you know, take it how you want it, but that's real life.
It is what it is.
Got anything else to say?
I think you hit all the right spots with this section.
Hopefully this video will get a good response. We got answers episode 5. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Let us know what y'all think. Peace.